All right. So this run, I haven't been on here in a while, and I haven't been on the game in a while, and I'm not sure if this run is. I'm not sure if this run is something I did on stream or not on stream, so I may just restart. I don't even know where this run is at, to be honest. How far in it is and all that good stuff. Hold on one sec. Gotta get something. Yeah, my vape actually. All right. So let's do a new run. Let's see how it works. All right, deadlines. That's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad. Let's see. So roll that. Oof, that's rough. That is rough. We can do that, I guess. Don't be too bad. All right. That might be. Okay. I'll take that. Take that for sure. Credit card might be good to get if we can. Oh shoot! I screwed that up. Just limited myself on spin, so that's not a good play, but whatever. See what happens. See what happens. I think we need about 30. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, that's right. We only need 39 to finish this one. This one's, yeah, this is the modified version. So, all right. Do you want to play for the credit card or do we want to go for the 4 tickets? I think we're going with 4 tickets. Yeah, go 4 tickets. I think that was the play right there. Let's see. So this is a white phone call. We can answer this one. Restore charged all charms. Double the value of those. No, those are all bad. Those are all bad. Those are all bad. Those suck. So let's reroll and see what. That's the only good one there, so I guess we'll take it. This is ugly. So we can do the repetition. Probably do the repetition modifier because it's basically the same as that. Let's reroll this just so we know what's coming up. That's actually good to get. So it gives us an extra spin. Every round that will recharge after this round. We got 3 rounds left, so yeah, we get 2 rounds with that, so that's good.
Let's go gambling.
No modifiers. What? Spent tickets on that. You didn't give it to me? You're not gonna give it to me? Okay, so floor 43. Just want to take a picture of that. Let's see. So this is only if we get that. I don't like that thing doesn't match with this, right? Because this is one extra spin after the next spin. This does the next spin. So it's luck of 4. Luck of 4 doesn't seem to do nothing, really. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I could go to the next round. Oh, I have no bones. I have no bones. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reset the game. I'll reset the run and get the bones in the drawers. Yes, we'll restart that. Okay, we'll take the same card. It's this one. Yeah. Take the same card and we'll take the bone. Luck of 5 is not that great. That thing is amazing later, but ain't gonna help me now. And this, I'm gonna have to raw dog it through a couple rounds to get that to be worthwhile, but I guess that's what we're doing.
Let's go gambling.
All right, we got it already. I think, yeah, we do. Okay. I think we'll go for the tickets. All right, what we got here? Might as well equip everything. Not a big fan of any of this. That'll be okay for this. Cherries or chess? Cherries or chess? Let's see, chess. Lemons. We got nothing for cherries. We can't restock. I think our best bet is to spin.
Let's go gambling.
All right. There's that level. That level's done. And so we're done with this round. Let's reroll this. I like that. That's always good to take. So they give us one extra spin, and then look for that spin, which it can work with this, since this is the only thing I have that hits the red button. That'll give us a luck of 8 on whatever round that is. It's not too bad. That's a simple multiplier, which is why I got the money so quickly. And then this is one for restock up to deadline. This is increases simple multiplier for every round skip. There's better things than that, but if we do end up skipping, because we can skip right now, the question is, do I want to take, I could do chess right now and then get this. Let's see. I think that is the play right now, is to go with chess. And so I'll put chess at 21%. And then that will up the symbol patterns for chests as we get them. So that's cool. Oh, dude, I shouldn't have done that. That was a misplay. I was going to just finish the round out, but all right. Let's see what happens. There it is. What's up with the bells? What's up with the bells? Yep. Okay, let's get out of this one. We'll get the 4 tickets. Do this real quick. Cigarettes are usually good first time because it basically doubles your symbol multiplier on the first round. Diminishing returns later kind of changes all that. This we actually need, that's for sure. The picture frame of that. That's going to make this thing absolutely pointless. But we'll hold on to it for now. Lost Wallet's good, but it's common, so don't need to really pick it up. Again, cigarettes are good for the first hit because that 5 will now turn into a 10. So everything's worth double. So that's a good thing. That can sometimes be good to have when you start getting higher into the chain, but now it's not really worthwhile. Okay, so the calendar should be at a +1. Yeah, symbol of 1. The symbol multiplier is at 5, but the grandma's purse will eventually get nuked. And it's worth 2, so I need to make sure I get rid of it before it gets nuked. I don't need the pictures anymore. Red phone, not going to answer the red phone. Because I do want to increase the number up here. Oh, there you are. How you doing, man? How you doing? All right, so the goal is to increase this number. Increase this number, I got to finish the special ending, right? So this is what, round 3, deadline 3 automatically gets you a red phone call when the things are red here. Just to explain how this works is you don't answer those. You don't take anything, you just leave those alone. And you can't take any of those. That's actually not a bad charm to have for the time being. I don't usually use grandma's purse. Don't care about grandma's purse too much. Symbol multiplier is nice, but whatever. This thing is trash usually, unless you can match it with something else. So like basically luck of 4 doesn't mean much. Luck of 16 gets you an automatic jackpot. So if you can get the luck up to 16 now, this thing here, when this triggers, it gets you an extra spin, but it gets you luck +4 for that spin also. So the next spin, when you see this trigger, the next spin will be luck of 4, which you can then hit this at the same time if you have it available, and then you can have luck of 8. Luck of 8 is okay. Luck of 8 will do pretty good. Luck of 7 does really good, actually. Anything over 7 is pretty good. But since we have this, we're going to hit that button on round 1 automatic. So that means this is going to trigger on round 1, which means it's not going to mesh with this at all. It's not going to, it's just going to be luck +4 that first round. And yeah, that's hot trash. So that's gone. Like I said, unless you can match that with something else. Let's see. So this one here, I don't really care for this one. Increase the luck bonus by 4 every skipped round on the previous deadline. So generally you only have 3 rounds. Like I could skip right through this one, and I might actually. But that means this can only get up to luck 12. There's one where you can get up to infinite luck. So that's not a very good one to have. This is usually good. Lucky Cat, I like Lucky Cat. Whenever 3+ patterns trigger, you do get those at low ranks, so that's actually pretty decent for the first, 4 or 5 rounds. I found. Luck +7 for the last spin of the round. This is actually pretty decent. And what's cool about that one is if on the last round this thing triggers and this thing triggers, it'll give you another spin. And then what'll happen is it'll give you another spin and it'll be the last round twice. in one round of spins. So that's kind of cool. We are doing chess. Yeah, we're doing chess. So this is not great because it's only one pattern, but for low tier stuff, because right now our chests are only 21%. That's not great. That's not great. Once we trigger this on the first round here, that's going to go up to about 32%, I think, something like that, some of that nature, I believe. Could be wrong, but I think it's somewhere around there. Deadline, earn one ticket for every X tickets you own, where X is the current deadline. I don't really get that, man. That math never seems to work out, right? So I don't trust this thing. I usually throw this away, but if we got room, I'd put it up there. But I don't have room, so well, yeah, I do actually, because this is going to be booty. Because I don't plan on really using this all that much, the diary. Because what I'm doing here, diary adds one option to this. Now I only have three. The problem is I want this to be read almost every time. I do not want to answer this phone as at all if I can absolutely help it. So I'll put that up for now, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I think I want this actually. Yeah, that I want. That's an extra spin, so we're going to get rid of that. Okay, we'll take that because that thing gives you an extra spin at like a 7, which is not bad. That means first spin of every round because it recharges every round. Well, see, okay, so here's the like here. Let me here. I'll show you some. So here's how it works. I'll restart this whole thing. So put that in a drawer. 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 Um, when you got all four drawers filled and you fail the round, um, those drawers when you come back in the next game, those will be filled with bones, and those are these bones up here. Um, and then you got to buy the skull. The skull shows up in the store. So this is how. Here, I'll show you. Let me. So I don't know where you came in on this. Um, it's okay to answer the phone like this one here. This phone is booty, but if I was going to take this phone call, what I would do is I would want to lower the values of the cherries or and the lemons because those are together, or the clovers and the bells, because the more you lower those, the higher the percentage of the chest would be. Actually, let me just finish this one. I'll show you. I'll show you what it all looks like in the end if I can finish it out. But it looks like I'm going to be able to. Looks like I'll be able to finish this one because this is I'm doing really good. The problem is I need a way to get a 666. I need a 666 on one of these spins, and I don't have the one item that'll let me do that. Now, usually when I do this, I'll just out of habit boost this all the way up. Okay, that's much I can put in before I start to, because you see the little gas symbol right there. That means that it's going to start taking away from your number of spins. So you don't want to bankrupt yourself past that point. So now we're going to hit this button. This button is going to do the chest picture and the extra spin with the luck of 7. So the first round I have a luck of 7. You'll have an extra spin. I put it up at 35% on the chest. That means we're going to do pretty decent on the chest. We're not going to do great, but we're going to do okay. So I'm thinking we'll trigger this at least once or twice during this, which trigger 2 additional times. Finally, yeah, trigger double coins. It doesn't really matter to me because we're so for deadline 3 we're overpowered right now. I mean, we only need, and we've done one round. Well, we're on the first round, so we only need 11 coins. We got that. This is the one you want. 12% chance to have that chain modifier. When you get that little chain, that chain shows up, all these patterns on this, whatever pattern it actually connects with, it'll up that score by 1. And if I could get one of those, I'll show you. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so now you look at the pattern up there. The horizontal, the top pattern is a 2. So that just got modified. So that's what you want. That's why those are really, really powerful. The pattern multiplier at the bottom is another one. That little ×1, you can get that up. The symbol multiplier, usually, I don't know, you get that up to about 5 or something. You're usually pretty good. for most rounds. Because I'm not completioning this thing. Okay, so again, see, since we got the chain on that, now you see all the values going up on the patterns. So that's kind of my goal here, is to get those up as high as possible. Okay, so see, since we got that, now all those values that it struck with, those all went up. So we're getting the patterns up, which are good. The first time you do everything, it's like double though, you know. So everything it's like the symbol multiplier. You get it from ×1 to ×2. That's double. I mean, so the first one is like the most important usually. After that, you end up with diminishing returns. Okay, so there's the last spin, luck is 7, and that's what 7 luck is. But again, we're at 1,500. The goal is to get to 2,500 because that is the final. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that was a misplay. Definitely a misplay. Okay, so see, since I got the skull and I got the 4 bone pieces up here, you'll see that all these drawers are now filled. That's what that does. For every bone piece you have up there, when you have the skull up there, it fills one of these drawers. So you want to try and have all the bones up here, and then buy the skull whenever you see it. Now the phone's gonna be white because I screwed up. I don't want it to be white. I want it to be red. But since I didn't answer that last red phone call, you see this 1-6 right here is crossed out. The to get the secret ending, they call it, or the heavenly ending, or whatever it is, and to turn it into 999 instead of 666, you got to get all 3 of those crossed out. So that means you got to ignore 3 of the devil's deals, they call them. And so those are 3 of the red phone calls. You get a free red phone call at deadline 3, and you get a free one at deadline 7. With me, what I usually try to do is I try to get over 250 coins. Actually, 250,000. And I try to get about 350,000 or so by deadline number 5, because then you can skip the last couple rounds. Because what happens is at deadline 6, when you get a 666 after deadline 6, it takes all your money, everything you have. So it's not just what you got that round, it's everything you have. This thing usually opens by deadline 8. So on a normal game, this is not a normal game because I played a card. So the deadlines are 50% easier. And all these cards are holographic, so that means I've cleared them twice. So you clear them on normal mode, then you cleared them on hard mode. Which hard mode got a lot easier too. He downgraded hard mode while I was halfway through this. Most of these I did do in hard mode before he nerfed it, but he didn't nerf it because it was rough, dude. It was like you had to be lucky to get through that. Yeah, this evil deal, whatever. But see, here's the deal. Like what I would do when I start off is you want to unlock all this stuff. These are all your charms. And the only charm that I would say you could probably get away without unlocking if you want to play it on, I think, pro mode, I would think. You wouldn't unlock, let's see, what are these? Let me get to them because they're way the hell back here. You don't really need to unlock these 666 things. I forget how you unlock them though. I think you just had to roll a certain amount of 666s, which like you kind of do anyway. This phone's really important, so that's something I'm using a lot of. But the pictures I think are automatic. I think you get those in the beginning. But stuff like this, these things I believe you unlock by on those base set. So it says base set at the bottom. Okay, so here's unlockable. It says unlockable by scoring 50 modified lemons. So like one thing I would think you could do if you want to go in full like expert mode is like you don't have to unlock these things. You just not unlock them. And it means that they'll never show up in the store, which means you have less trash showing up in the store for what you don't need. Because right now everything I need is going to be chest based. I don't need anything with cherries. I don't need anything with. Well, there's a chest. I do need that actually. That thing's freaking awesome. Um, and the lowest common denominator in my set here right now is either this, um, but that is 5 symbol multiplier, so that's not terrible. That's giving me my only symbol multiplier. And then this, because yeah, luck of 7 is not well. Actually, this was probably the least, but that's fine. That's fine because luck of 7 is not as good as having an extra spin with luck of 4, and having an extra spin with luck of 7. Obviously, it's better. So um, I would take that. This here, I would usually re-roll this and try and get. This is the only good thing on this right now. Increase charm space by 1 permanently. I believe the max charm space you can have is 15, and in order to get that, you have to have. Oh God, the Barathrum, and you have to have this bolt megaphone. Megaphone triggers all telephone abilities by +1. So if you have the megaphone equipped and you have what's called the Barathrum equipped, it will double that up. So I think you get 3 charm slots all at once, or 3 extra slots. The Barathrum is this, and so if you have that up, and this is unlockable by picking 100 phone abilities to the phone. So yeah, eventually it doesn't matter if you've been answering the phone, because you're going to unlock stuff like this. Um, so but yeah, if you do the Barathrum and the megaphone at the same time, you answer the phone. It basically it looks like it doesn't give it to you right away, and then what you do is you destroy the Barathrum, because that's the way that thing works. And then with the megaphone equipped, it'll double it up. So it's pretty cool little system. We'll take this. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of this game. Like I said, and every time you do the secret ending, this number goes up. So on your game, it'll be 0-0, and you'll get to 0-1, and that's how long I've been playing, because I got all the way up to 43. So I've beaten this thing 43 times, which is not even accurate, because the true accurate number, I'd have to add up all this: 16 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. And that would tell me the true number, how many times I've actually beaten this game, because I don't always go for the this number. I've screwed this phone thing up a lot, but I think check the drawers every time. You got to make sure to check the drawers, because I always forget to do that. Don't need any of that. Rerolls all symbols, non-sided pattern during current spin. Sounds good, but no, it's trash. It's hot trash. Okay, so there's a megaphone, right? So we're gonna equip the megaphone, and megaphone's a pain in the ass, though. The problem with the megaphone is you don't want to keep it up. So you equip the megaphone, and now it only says I have 7 of 6 slots, right? So you can actually overload this up here. It's just you look at it, I got 6 of 7. I got 6 charms up here. I got 7 spaces. The megaphone takes a space away from you. It says -1 charm space, so you equip that. Now I have 7 charms up here, but I only have 6 spaces. But it still works, because it's up there. And so now you answer the phone. You do the increased space by 1. So we're at 7 of 6 right now, unmodified, with the megaphone up. And we hit the increased charm space by 1, and now we got 7 of 8. We put that thing away, and now we got 6 of 9. So we got 9 spaces. So now we can add hold more stuff, a lot more stuff. And so usually what I'll do here is I'll get this all the way up, because like I said, in later levels, I get in the habit of this, because in later levels, it takes all your money. And so it's no use holding on to your money. Yeah, this game's all about gimmicking, man. It's a roguelike. That's how they work. That's pretty much how they work. Okay, so this lucky cat, the white one is good. This one is kind of trash. I don't usually run off interest anyway. There's certain specs that people use, like ways that people play this game where they run off interest and they beat the game without even really rolling the thing at all. But I really don't do that. This thing here doesn't take space. 3 free restocks. This is cool. Just because I got a lot of tickets right now. These guys are always badass. Generally, this one here, repetition modifier, he'll be okay for now, since we got the room for him. This wallet's good if you have ticket generation, which I don't yet have. Um, but if I can find ticket generation, I'll show you how that works and what that looks like. This guy's always good to have because he puts these little symbols, even though it's only 5%, he puts little battery symbols on things. If you can get even a couple of those, it'll charge these faster. And the faster you charge those, the higher you can get your percentage, and the more, the better those work out for you. So I'm maxed out, so I can waste all my money. I don't really need any of this money. None of this is any good. This one's okay. From time to time, it just resets every round, so it's not permanent. That's what I don't like about it. Increase all symbols by their base value. And it's base value, so like in later levels, it's not even worth it. But you got to be able to score 3 things in a round to make it even work. So if you have a lot of spins, if you have a lot of extra spins and stuff, it's good. Otherwise, it's not that great. This thing's good for the first couple rounds. I love this green pepper for the startup. For the first thing you buy and stuff like that, because it's luck of 7. Luck of 7 is usually pretty good. Luck of 4 is trash. This is probably the best thing to have in that first round. If you can find that on the original, anytime you see that on the first shop, dude, it's worth it. The fake coin's amazing. This thing's probably second best. Because it gives you a luck of 7 on one spin, and it gives you an extra spin. This thing gives you an extra spin. When it triggers 10% of the time, which it usually triggers like once or twice every time you spin, which is weird because you only get 7 spins, and for some reason it'll trigger twice. So 10%'s not really, doesn't seem that accurate to me. This stuff's all junk. The Book of Shadows junk. I've run like 666 builds where I've tried to actually just roll all 666s and make these things work, and what a pain in the ass that is. This is really cool. This is okay because whenever 3+ patterns trigger during a spin, increase the bonus by 3 until the end of the deadline. Once you get that luck to 16, every time it triggers, it's an automatic jackpot. So that is kind of cool, but I don't really have the space for it right now. So unless I want to get rid of this, which I don't think that's a good idea. And the only reason I don't think that's a good idea right now is, let's see, does any of this help? I don't think any of this helps. No, none of this helps. The only reason I don't think it's a good idea to get rid of this because I only have a 21% on the first spin. After the first spin, this is going to trigger because it needs 1 more charge. So we'll see.
Let's go gambling.
So 23%, I'm guessing I will probably get that single thing, possibly. Okay, so this is the extra spin plus 4. And then you get another extra spin. See, like I said, man, you only got 7 spins. For some reason, that 10% hits twice. It's crazy. That's why I like that thing. But the actual goal here is to, there's a couple things I need up here still. This clock is crazy. This is one of the last things I think I ever unlocked, so I don't remember how to unlock it. I know it's tricky, but this clock gives you an extra it gives you an extra round. So instead of 2 rounds left, it would say I had 3 rounds left if I triggered this right now. And there's also the nuclear button, and when you get the nuclear button, it triggers everything twice from the red button. The problem is this thing takes like 10 rounds or something crazy. I can't see how many it takes to the little lightning bolts up there to reset it. So it's tough to reset, and this guy will, get you the reset on it eventually, but it just takes forever. So unless you have a way to reset those, which there are ways to do it, if I come across them, I'll show you. But it's really kind of hard to take it. You figure everything always sells back for like half of what rounded down half of what you buy it for. So this thing would only be worth two. So I could do it honestly. Like, here's what I would normally probably do. Let's do this. Let's take that. Let's buy it because we have a lot of tickets right now. Um, okay, there's the nuclear button. Now the nuclear button is cool as hell. Um, even though it's -1 to charm space, so it's a pain in the ass. Now there's a trick to doing this. I'm gonna get rid of this right here because I don't need this anymore. That officially made that pointless. So you buy this, right? Now here's the problem that you're always gonna have, that I always have. There's a dance to this. You got 9 of 8 now, so you're overloaded on charms. The first charm you put in a drawer every single time has to be this one from here on out. Because if you don't do that, you'll fill up your drawers eventually with some of the junk that you don't want to get rid of. So the problem, so if I put this in a drawer right now, I can't bring anything out. I'm screwed. Like, I got 3 drawers filled. Luckily, I got another space, so that's why I did it. But like, I can't equip anything. But if I had this in the drawer, and I equip this first, now I can equip that. And now we're overloaded. So that's how the overload works. This is the same thing as megaphone, which is usually why I don't keep the megaphone. Plus, I don't need it. I'm not going to use it. But I do need rerolls. I need to reroll the shit out of this because I'm looking for one specific thing so that I can actually get this done. And I haven't seen it yet. This guy's badass. He's redundant, which is why I might not take him. He's redundant with this right here. He does the exact same thing. He puts a little chain modifier on things. He will boost this pattern level up through the roof. And you'll see, like right now, I'll tell you right now, this game is broken. Like, we've broken this game. Like, I put this in a drawer, and if I can afford him, which I can. Oh. And see what I did? I screwed up. So this always has to go in first. Got to put that in first. Bring him out. I don't be mad if I get a 666 on this first run. So now, what's about to happen here?
Let's go gambling.
Is I'm going to trigger the clock and I'm going to trigger the chest. Oh shit! Hold on a sec. I got to turn this alarm off. 1 sec. Okay, and my phone's running out of juice, so I got to plug that in too. Oh, damn it. Let's see, where's this thing? There it is. Okay. All right, so here's what's happening. I now have, when I hit this button, the nuclear button up there, which is this thing, is going to make everything trigger one more time. Because of that, that means this is going to trigger twice, which is makes treasure chest manifest more often at +2. And then it's also going to make this trigger twice, which is it gives you an extra round, which means I'm going to have, instead of having 1 round left, I got 3 rounds left right now once I hit that. And then this symbol, that's probably going to go up to close to 40%, if not 41%, I'm guessing. We'll see what happens. So we hit that 44%. So it's close. It's close. And then 3 rounds left. So now I got all kinds of time to play. The thing with this weird clock is if you do it five times in a row, which I just did it twice. If you do it 5 times in one deadline, it's dead. It destroys the clock. So now what you're hoping for with this is you're hoping for this guy to trigger because you want these battery symbols because you want that clock to start resetting. Anyways, let's see what happens. And the little golden chests, those up the price of the chest. So now my chests are at 25 instead of 10. So that's what the golden looking chests are for, and that comes off of this right here. And every single thing has a golden version of it, and that's why those are usually pretty good to take. The best system I've ever seen, I've had luck with, is if you can get your chests, like your symbols. If you're doing chests, for instance, if you get it up a little bit, like I got it at 25, it's probably fine where it's at right now. We could probably finish the game like this. Symbol multiplier +6 times 6. It's pretty good. Probably win it with that. If we get the pattern multiplier up to like a 2 or 3 or even a 4, we'd probably be perfect. Then we'd probably be able to beat this whole thing. Once you start getting the patterns up, I mean, that's the idea. Just kind of round everything out, get everything kind of up a little bit, and you're pretty good. You don't need to totally lopside the game. Okay, so that gives a battery. Okay, extra round. There's another battery. 2 batteries. 3 batteries. 4? 4, yeah. All right, so see now that, and it does randomly, right? So it reloaded the weird clock by 4, and it reloaded this thing by 1. I'd rather it reload this thing all the way to full, but it is what it is. And then at the end of every round, everything gets a free charge anyway. So now I got 3 more rounds of this madness, right? And I've gotten 19,000, in money. So I'm doing pretty good. This thing I'm going to get rid of. I don't need the megaphone anymore. I should never need the megaphone anymore. I'm pretty much almost done with the game. There's only one thing I really need in the shop here, and that's that damn phone. This thing's nice to have. Symbol multiplier grows by 1 whenever you get 5 or more patterns during a spin. That thing can get astronomically insane. But I think with this right now, I think I'm pretty good because it's only 5. It's probably never going to be more than 5 because I don't plan on really skipping rounds too much anymore. But it's probably good enough at 5 to win the game. But I kind of want to do it. So I can afford to make less points by getting rid of this because it's definitely going to hurt me in the short term. But long term, it'll be a lot better. So that was at 5. So now what we'd have to do is we'd have to get this up to +5, which means we just got to roll 3 or more during a round, which you got 7 rounds to do it every round. If you get a couple of them, you're good. You're doing well. That coin is probably useless now. Okay, so that's what we want. This is what I wanted right here. Oops. Let's get rid of this thing. So I don't think I'm ever going to use that again. Again, the white cat is pretty good for the first couple rounds, but I'm at the point where we're pretty much done with the game at this point. We're deadline 4. It's only going to take us a couple more deadlines to actually finish out this entire game. I need to buy this phone, though, and I do have space for it. Let's put this in a drawer. Let's bring the phone out. Let's put the phone away because I don't need it this second. And I'll explain why I need that phone, right? So the phone, it's triggered by the red button. The phone automatically gives you a 666. Automatic 666 on the next round. Now, in order to get this to turn red, you need to roll 666. You get a free one on deadline 3, you get a free one on deadline 7. So if you want the devil's phone call, you got to roll 666 on this. And after you roll that 666, you have to finish the round out. At least that's my understanding, and it's not 100% because I think it is based off of a percentage. So it doesn't always work, but it's pretty reliable for the most part. It seems like it's more like 90% of the time when you roll 666. And what I read online, one of the problems I was having is you have to roll a 666 and lose money. So you don't want to, hit it right away on the first spin because you don't have any money to lose. At least not until round 6. Deadline 6, it starts taking all your money. So right now it's not going to take any of my money. Um, but that's how that works. So what I would do here is I'd roll the next couple rounds, try and charge this up would be the goal. I don't have anything to charge it up right now. If I can find something to do that, I'll show you how to do that because there are various ways to do it. This thing's okay. Cat food, it looks a lot better than it is, but it's 2 spins per round. It's kind of cool, but it seems like this is a lot better and it's cheaper. The fake coin is 1 extra spin than 4 luck for that spin, and it triggers every 10%. But I've had it trigger 2-3 times in a round, which blows this out of the water. And this thing's super expensive. It normally costs 4, but it's modified so it costs 5. I don't really need cigarettes, but it's a free reroll, so I think I'll take them because it rerolls everything in here. This dude's really good. Low at high level. If you're going for like a run where you just want to keep going and going and going and going and going forever, he's really good. Doubles value of all symbols until the end of the round. Whenever you do 5+ patterns, anytime you see double, that's insanity, right? So instead of just upping this by 5 every single time, it'll up it by double, which is pretty awesome. So the first time you hit 5+ symbols in a round, it'll make that 180. Next time you do it, 360. Next time you do it, 720, and so forth and so on, which gets you some insane scores. This thing, this is treasure chest, so normally this would be something you might want to look at. But the problem with this thing, 10% chance treasure chest to have a token modifier. The token modifier gives you half of your current interest, which is 48, right? It's 48 because my current interest is 7%, and it's 7% of what the money I have in here. But since I have 10,000, the diminishing returns on that is not worth it. It's not so much about pulling the handle as playing and planning strategy behind combining the proper charms and the yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's what roguelikes are, man. You just set
Let's
yourself
go
up
get one.
for you fail and fail and fail until you start succeeding. And so, like I said, I'm pretty much done with the game. The only goal I have now is getting up to about 350,000. I think would be probably good. But again, like of all the nonsense that I'm kind of going through here, it's kind of overwhelming. This thing is amazing. This is cheap. I think it costs 1 or 2. I think it's only 1. But the fake coin is pretty awesome. So if you see that in the early game, it's kind of worth taking because that 1 extra spin at luck 4 is pretty awesome. It'll get you, through the first couple rounds pretty easily. Eventually, I'll get rid of it, if I keep playing this game. But he's pretty awesome. The battery boy is only good if you have something that needs batteries, and usually if you don't have a ticket generator, which I don't, then you throw him away when he gets to 1% because he loses 1% every round, and then he destroys after the last round. This guy's the same thing. He loses 5%. So I got another 2 rounds of him, and then I can throw him away and get one of my tickets back because I spent 3 on either both of these. It costs 3, so that's kind of how that usually works. Um, but if I could find something to recharge, I could show you how to recharge all this stuff. These guys are sometimes good, but nah. Again, this thing's awesome. I love that thing. Those are all 666 things. Don't need any of that. Not worried about it at all. This pepper is pretty cool. So it increases by the bonus by 2 for every restock, but it's expensive. I think normally it would cost 3. But this pepper, when you unlock this pepper, it's kind of cool because it increases the bonus by 2 for every restock done in the deadline. So I've restocked enough where it's luck of 66 every time this thing triggers, which is automatic jackpot after 16%, so or 16 luck. So it's automatic jackpots every time. Okay, so here's your ticket generator. If you ever wanted to make a lot of tickets, this is how you do it. So you grab him. I'm going to get rid of this guy because hell with it. I can't do him because I didn't do him in order. I got to put this in a drawer because it's always got to be in a drawer to get stuff. Oh, I don't have 4 tickets. Okay, so let's see if we can. So we make 4 tickets here. There we go. Now I got 4 tickets. All right, so we got him up there. I can't do anything with him right now because I don't have any tickets. But what this guy does is 3% chance for a ticket to be applied to any symbol, right? So let's roll this because we still got a couple rounds here.
Let's go.
Okay, there's the tickets, but we didn't get any of them, so we didn't get anything out of that. There it is. So he just gave us 2 tickets, so he didn't pay himself off, but he got pretty close in 1 round, so that's pretty decent. And if I sold him, he'd pay himself off, so you know, it's worth taking. I love the once you start generating tickets, man, you can do a lot of things. So see now, like skipping rounds, like these 4 tickets, who cares? Because I can just make tickets now. It's I can just print tickets. It's not a big deal. The problem is this is the last round. I don't think I'm going to get the weird clock up, which no, I'm not, obviously, because I don't have any way to recharge it now. I sold the dude that does it. So now what we need to do is I'm going to get rid of this. This is the way I'd normally do this. Get rid of him. I put this phone up. Now this phone's giving me a 666. I want a 666 on the last round because I want this to turn red when I answer that next round because I want to get another one of these crossed off. And ideally, the best thing to do is get all 3 crossed off by deadline 7. I'll show you what that looks like here. So don't want to hit this right away. Not yet. I want to make some money first. Okay, so there's my money. And so now we're going to hit it. Now we're going to get a 666. Now, one thing about 666 is also, if you don't have all the bones on the table, you didn't put 4 charms in the drawers before you quit out and the time before, there will be a bone in the drawer now. And it will eat up things that are in the drawer too to put a space for to make space for it. If you have all your drawers filled. Oh, they gave it to me twice. Like, whatever. All right, I didn't need that, but whatever. They gave me 3 times. Yeah, okay, thank you. I didn't need that. Now it's just setting me up to fail. Okay, now, and I'll show you this too, because this actually just paid itself off pretty well. So I got rid of the calendar in order to get this thing. The calendar had a symbol multiplier +5. This now has a symbol multiplier +5. Now the calendar, I think, had a +1 because of the modifier on it. It was a modified thing, kind of like this thing is. That's free restock though. But this thing is just it's going to surpass calendar now, so that's why I took that. And now we can quit out of this round, get to the next round, and this phone should be theoretically a red one. Okay, there it is. So red phone. So I don't answer red phones. Let that go. Check all the drawers. Um, Virago, whenever you discard a charm from the table, this thing is very strange. It's not the greatest. This thing, whenever you see 666s, treasures and sevens, um, triple the value of all that stuff. It's kind of nice. That's actually kind of cool, but bro, I don't want to. I don't need it. I don't need it. If I was going for something crazy, a late game stuff, I would definitely take it, but I don't need it. He's going to destroy after this round, so I may as well get my ticket out of him. I need this phone to recharge somehow, so I do want to recharge that. Now, this guy, the cool thing about him is he can go up to 25%, and it's insane when he gets up to 25%. The way you raise him is by buying things in the store, which right now is problematic because, I only got 9, up there. If you had the credit card, this would be free right here. And then this would be 1. And then you can sell this back for 1. So like the credit card usually is really good with that guy. But usually what I'll do is I'll go bankrupt on this. Just throwing shit away. So now he's at 4%. And usually I'll buy all the ones and then get rid of all the ones. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that thing. Okay, now this thing. Okay, so this thing here. Pattern multiplier 1 for every 15 tickets you own. When you pair that up with this dude, and this dude starts generating tickets, you start getting into the hundreds, he'll get this pattern multiplier to the moon, and it gets insane. It gets absolutely ridiculous. So the wallet is good to get late game, but it's a common, so it's not even worth really holding on to unless you're going to go for that late game. Those are all expensive. Don't want to do that. There's one more thing I want to get that I actually do really kind of need. Okay, so give me a couple extra tickets. And so like I said, I'm going to bankrupt myself on tickets. I wasted 9 tickets here. I'm down to 4. But, so I wasted 5 already. But he's at 11% already. So... And again, this run doesn't normally take this long. It's just because I'm explaining it to you. Like normally, like normally even this, like I don't even have to do this. I can get him up to about 15%. I'd be fine. But if I could help it, I would just get him all the way up to 25% and just go crazy. That away. Okay, that is a free reroll. And now I'm out of money. I'm out of tickets. So if I had the credit card lowers everything by 1. So all those ones would be free. So everything would have been free right now. 18%. So I'm good with 18%, man. I'm really good with 18%. What I need on this board, though, is I need that. But that's not going to help me because I don't have anything I can trigger right now. The way this works, Virago, is so you read them out. It's when you discard a charm from the table, ban it. When you discard it, it brings that charm back. So what this is good for is I don't have them. Oh, I got rid of them. I got rid of them too soon. It's good for these guys. I'll buy him next round and show you how it works.
Let's go gambling.
And my percentages are really low right now because I can't trigger my chest thing right there because I didn't get anything to recharge it yet. Oh, and bad habit of mine that I need to fix and bring that all the way up. Okay, till it shows the crown because that means the next time I put money in is gonna do it. So I don't really want to get him right now because that's gonna screw me. Okay, his credit card. So credit card and him are great because now you put him in the drawer. We pick credit card. This thing's free, which I need space on the. I don't have enough space right now. So it's all free now. So we can basically boost him all the way up for free. Because we got so much money, it doesn't matter. The game's pretty much over. And then you can buy the ones also because the ones now will sell back for one. So those are free. So you can boost him all the way up to 25% pretty easily. There's a one. That can't be resold, so it's not worth picking up. So I don't have a lot of tickets right now. So he's at 24% now. Okay, so there's the bathroom. That doubles up what you pick from the phone. So see, like, we don't want to do this, but like that thing where it says have the chances of diamonds, treasures, and sevens. If I was doing anything but diamonds, treasures, and sevens, and I was just playing a normal game, I would take that. But I'm playing chess, so that's gonna hurt me because that ups the score, ups the chance of everything else. Now this thing, what I use this thing for, I'll just explain it because I want to get rid of it. Is when I have those little dolls and they start deteriorating and they're about to go poof. I'll get rid of the doll and then it'll save it in this Virago thing, and then when you destroy it, it'll put it back on the table. But I don't want to hold on to that right now because what I need, the only thing I need is something to recharge. It's it. I don't need any of this crap. I don't even need him anymore. I'm done with him. I just need something to recharge. I could buy that just to finish him out because he should be at 25% now. Throw that away. 25%. Okay. This thing is kind of a recharge, but it's not a very good one, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to waste my money until I get what I want. I'll buy that, so it gives me a couple of free of these. Okay, there's the battery. So that'll do for a little bit. That'll get, I have everything on the board. No, I don't have the phone up there. I need the phone up there. So put the phone up, hit that. Everything's now recharged. So I now have the clock. So I can spin this again for another couple rounds, but I don't need to. Honestly, I'm done with the game. The game's over. We just got to do it right. But anyway, yeah, normally the games don't last this long. It's just that I'm showing you what to do. Like this guy, I didn't need him, but just to show you how easy it is to get him up. He's now at 25%, and he's going to be a beast. And just to do this, I'm going to actually, I'll roll a couple times, you know, just for the hell of it. I'll keep going a little bit.
Let's go gambling.
Okay, so it's now 44%, which I like. And see, the thing is, with what I'm doing, everything's increasing. Everything's increasing. So every time I get one of those gold ones, it's increasing the price of my chests. Every time I get 3 patterns, it's increasing the price of my symbols. Every time I get one of those chain things on it, it's increasing the patterns up there. I'm increasing the tickets every round. Everything's increasing. And most of them are permanent increases, so like they don't go away. But the only one that does go away is this thing. If you get rid of this thing, it'll you lose your symbol multiplier. But there's no reason to really get rid of it, so you know, it doesn't really matter. This is the only thing to get rid of. But I do have another spot on this table, so you know, if I do find something I like, I can actually put it up there. I do like the ancient coin, but that's we're a little late game for that shit. So this thing here, I don't have room for it until I put this in a drawer. Again, you got to do the little dance here to get these things situated. I don't need the credit card anymore because I'm going to get so many damn tickets. It's ridiculous. So that thing, you know, I now have 15 tickets. So now this is going to do the pattern multiplier times 2, which means everything on this board is just doubled in value. So that's pretty freaking insane.
Let's go.
There's only one thing that would make this a lot better, and that is the... Oh, and I don't know if you unlock this or not. Yeah, I can't lose. Yeah, this game's done. It's cooked. But I'll show you one more thing that if you haven't done it, you have to do it. It's like one of the first things you do. Yeah, see, I'm at 2 million. 2 million. I only need about 350,000 to win this game. This toilet, now this is a golden one because I've done everything, 100%ed everything. I also got the golden knob, which you get the golden knob by doing this card right here. It says at the bottom, gives you a golden knob when you beat it. When you get this memory card and you beat it. If you've gotten that point where you get the memory cards, basically you got to unlock all these drawers, and then once you unlock all the drawers, he'll have a little message saying you can skip the rounds, and whenever you skip an entire round, so you get into this deadline 5 and you have 7,000 coins before you even start this round, you can skip it, and then it'll give you a card, and you can play those cards, which is all this stuff. And you can play this one here on normal, Delusions of Grandeur, and it'll give you the golden knob on the slot machine, which it's the hardest one to do because it doubles. Everything is double. All these values up here, the debt is doubled for every round, which is tough. It's tough to get through. No joke. It's a pain in the ass, but you can do it. I've done it, and you just keep playing until you get that lucky spin, or you just everything falls into place and you get, you know, epic, you know, kind of like what's going on right now with this game here. Because I will fail. Like this isn't like automatic that I win every time. This I will fail. I will fail a lot. But let's see. So what are we looking for here? What are we looking for? I'm not even sure anymore. This thing's kind of cool, but yeah, doubles chance of seeing a 666, which right now I'm at 1.5, I believe. It'd make it bring it up to 3%, but you know, I'm not going to do it because it doubles the symbol multiplier and the pattern multiplier. So my symbol multiplier would turn into 18. Anything double's usually really good, depending on what it is, but most of the time it's really good when you can double things. The bell's okay because that does at low levels, like round 2 or 3 or something like that. When you get situated, if you can afford it, bell's pretty good because it ups the symbol multiplier, and even when you get rid of the bell later and destroy it, it keeps it. It's permanent, so that's kind of a cool thing. I'm gonna buy this just because I have a crap ton of. And then here's the other one, right? So CloverPit. This is basically the same thing as this wallet up here. The wallet pattern multiplier 1 for every 15 tickets you own, which is how I get my pattern multiplier times 3 here. Oops, I can't buy them. This is symbol multiplier for every 5 tickets you own. So if you have a crap ton of tickets, and you're doing good on tickets, you can buy that, and that'll get your symbol multiplier up through the roof. That's the whole point, man. It is an evil game. It's the 666 game. This game's crazy. Sometimes you can use this to recharge, but that's not ideal. There is one thing that's really good for recharging everything, and I haven't found it yet. Okay, so I forgot to tell you about this. Okay, so this is the thing, right? You got the bottle, the number 2, the jar of poop, and you got the jar of pee. To do that, you have to use this. Okay, so you got to do both of those, and that gets you the jar of poop and the jar of pee. I already have them unlocked, but yeah, if you haven't done that yet, that'll get these. Now they cost 5 recharges, so they're expensive. So until you can get a recharge on those things, they're tough to get going. But they trigger everything in additional time. So everything. So you saw the I showed you the game where I was playing like Infinite, where just things were going fucking crazy and it was breaking the game. That is because I used one of these, and I used, of course, this, so it triggered it twice. So that means everything triggers 3 times. And then I had a recharge during the game. I had the little battery guy and the battery things for. If you play bells and clovers, there's a battery thing that comes with it, kind of like this one, except for bells and clovers, it'll be batteries instead of the chain. So that's pretty cool. So you can recharge things while you're playing, and you can get that up to where I've gotten it up to where it's like 20 something, right? So everything's triggering 20 something times, and it's just insanity. And it just takes forever to get through a round. Okay, so here it is. Here's the recharger, and here is this. So this is a really good combination, right? Because I'm on chess, yes, so I want that. So here's the deal. Here's how this works. Let's put that in a drawer, because now we're just going to be good, God mode on this whole thing. I'm going to get rid of this because I think we're good on that now. I don't think I really need that. So what this does, right, this thing's badass. So this thing, every time you restock the store, recharge 1 to random charm. And at this point, I got so much money, it don't fucking matter how many times I do this store. So I can recharge both of these, and I can recharge them just by hitting that button. Okay, so that just recharged that. So now you got the clock. Oh, well, I did run out of money. I take it back. I don't have enough for it, because I already recharged a bunch of times just to get that damn thing. But, so here's what we do. We put that back in a drawer because we don't need that until we're buying stuff. And we put that back up there. So now,
Let's go gambling.
we're going to do the jar of pea and the chest. So now I'm at 57% on the chest at 350. So that was worth, what, $1 million? Was that $1 million? Or was I wrong in that? Yeah, it's worth $1 million. So now we're rolling $1 million, dude. We only need 350 to finish the game. So we're at the point where, this thing's fairly broken. But you can play the game past tier 8. You don't have to go just straight to tier 8 and then quit. You can get the key and keep going. And you can go forever. I mean, until you get to the point where you can't win anymore, which you usually get that point, but... Because it starts to get really difficult. The difficulty on this gets insane after a while. Okay, so yeah, so now we got to bring this back up, right? So put this in a drawer. Always put him in first. Bring that out. Oh, the problem I'm gonna have is no, it may not be the last round. Let's see what happens. Okay, what triggered? Okay, that triggered. Okay. Oh, there's a battery. We're good. All right, so now we put this back in the drawer, and now we're in stupid mode because now we're gonna trigger the clock again. We're gonna trigger clock again, so that's no longer 1 round. That's now 3 rounds.
Let's go gambling.
Okay. And now you look at that. Now we're at 65% on the chest. Now I've had that all the way up to 90. I think it was 99.1%. Yeah, we pretty much we finished this round out for the most part. We could go for a while now, you know, and just keep playing. When it gets really ridiculous is when you're playing clovers and bells. I like playing clovers and bells because you get the thing that does the little battery symbol. Like I said, every single one does something different. So this, these 3 here have the chain modifier, this crystal sphere, but there's a different one for that's only available for, and that one is only available for these, unless you buy the little dolls. The dolls do the same thing, but the one with the battery is for clovers and bells. And if you can get that one, dude, you're recharging this stuff while you're playing, so you can actually hit this button and get the jar up to just ridiculous levels. Yeah, just showing you how to play the game, how to get through this. I mean, it gets stupid after a while, dude. It just gets annoying. I had to take a couple days off, dude, because I was playing it so much. I haven't been on this for, I don't think I've played this for about a week now. Let's see, like, everything is constantly increasing, and that's kind of the point, is, you know, you're getting, this is up at 890 now. You know, I've had this to where it's in the trillions or whatever, you know, it's E12, E14 or some crazy shit like that. But I'm getting to the point where it's costing too much to recharge because you know, that price goes up every time. It took way too long for me in this run to find this damn thing, this little electricity meter. And there's a jar of poo. So the difference between jar of poo and the jar of pee is the number 2 does the cherries, the diamonds, and the clovers, and I'm doing chess, so I need to use the jar of pee, which does the other symbols basically. And see, there's a little battery guy. That's, if you had that, you know, that's the only thing I would add to this maybe, but I'm not going to. I got 2 rounds left. Okay. Okay, this is good. This gives you an extra space up there. So now I got an extra spot up here to do whatever with. So if I see something that I think might help, I mean, we're past this because we're not getting any single triggers anymore. We're not going to see 2 spins in a row with no reward. That's like not going to happen anymore. So that thing's pointless. This thing's kind of cool. No patterns. It's kind of, I call them fail charms. So if you're failing a lot in the first couple rounds, and you can get this somehow, that thing's actually pretty decent. But again, we're not failing anymore, so that's not gonna be helpful. Okay, so I can trigger both of those again. I don't want to trigger the clock because if I trigger the clock again, it breaks. And you know what? I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to not break it. So put the clock in a drawer because you can't do it more than 5 times in a round. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip this. And I think I'm going to put these in a drawer. And I think we're going to try again next round, but we're going to finish this round out. So, yeah, let's do that.
go gambling.
Okay, so now we can hit the 666. Yeah, I think you're a bit rusty. Need more practice now. No, definitely don't want more practice at this, man. I've been playing this so much. I love this game, though. I love this game. This game's been so much fun. All right, so now we can finish this out because that means that the next phone call should be a red. This is a red. I don't want to answer it. Excuse me. So let's finish this out. Let's get out of this round. It's deadline 6. So we got a red phone call, right? So here's the deal, right? We got 2 of those knocked out already. We're about to hit the third one. Third one's going to get knocked out. The cool thing is deadline 6. So deadline 7 is an automatic red phone call. You need 4 red phone calls. So you need 3 to knock these out, and then you need the 4th one that you have to answer. And it's basically, I think it's supposed to be God answering the phone. Now I don't need this anymore at all. I'm completely done with that because I'm not planning on going late game with this. But I'm gonna throw all this crap back up here. All right, so we got everything up. So we don't need this up right now. We don't need, we have 1 more slot available. So, I mean, let's see, double the value of all symbols till the end of deadline. This is kind of cool. We could do that. It's not necessary, but I got a spot. Might as well use it. So he's gonna double the symbols every time I get 15 plus patterns, which is tough to get, but that'll make that into the stratosphere.
Let's go gambling.
I don't think he's cumulative. I think you have to actually get it in 1 spin, I think. There he goes. So that's now 1,990. So that just brought that through the roof. Oh. Took it all away. Which is fine. It's fine. It's all good. He's still working. I believe. Is he just for, no, he's not for the spin. So he's for the whole entire deadline, I believe. He probably resets at the end of deadline till the end of the deadline. Yeah, so he's good. So we're good on him. The problem is now we got to put something in the drawer because we got to recharge everything. And see, now it's only 1,000. So, and then these cards are interesting. These cards are random. They're always something different. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're terrible, depends on what they are. Sometimes they're absolutely, completely useless because they're completely random. So I could do him, but in order to do him, I'd have to get rid of something. I don't think I'm going to get the pattern multiplier is stupid. Like a 13 pattern multiplier is insane because that's hard to get up. It's dumb. I've had this symbol multiplier up in the thousands and I think even the millions. So that's not that big of a deal. Here we go. Everything's charged. Everything's charged up, so we're good. So we can get rid of this, put that back in a drawer. We can take out this guy, and then everything triggers twice. So we get 2 more rounds out of this thing.
Let's
Max
go
out our
gambling.
rounds. We're at 57% on the chest. Once you start getting up in the 80s and 90s, you'll start seeing nothing but jackpots. It just gets insane. Okay, he triggered, so that's now gonna be a what, 4 grand? So we hit what? Is that a billion? 2 billion? We only need 250,000. It's funny, but yeah, it's at 4,000 per chest, man. So that's insane. And so now we need to recharge. So to recharge, okay, there we go. This house here is epic because that gives you 2 more space for 2 more. So we'll put this away for a minute. Bring that up. Okay, so we now have space for 12 charms. Yeah, 12 because we haven't even put the one that limits it. So we have space for 12 charms. So I'm gonna buy this just for the hell of it because that's decent. Yeah. Yeah, you get the max I think you can get is 15, but in order to do that, you have to use those the bathrooms and stuff. The bathroom. So you have to use okay, so you got the cardboard house. When you get the cardboard house, what this does is unlockable by equipping the property certificate. So that's how you unlock it. When you get this thing, it doesn't take space. It's one of those charms doesn't take any space. It just automatically does it. It gives you an extra space. To get the max, what you got to do is you got to have, I believe it's this one. Whenever you buy a charm doesn't take space, ban it. When you discard it, unban it and instantly activate it. So you get 2. So you'll buy that charm. It'll give you a space, and then you get rid of this thing. If you should have this thing equipped if you're going to do it, and then you get rid of this thing, and it gives you 2 spaces. So that's one way to get the max number of spots. And then the other one is to have this up along with the megaphone when you answer the phone and get the extra space on the phone, which is a white phone call. So those things, this one's unlockable by buying 100 charms, it doesn't take space. So just as you play the game, you'll eventually unlock this automatically. This one unlockable by picking 100 abilities at the phone, play the game, you'll unlock it automatically eventually. So that's how that works. This beetle's pretty cool. You know, with him, you got to keep him up though. He doesn't do anything permanent, so you got to keep him up. And basically, whenever you discard his charm, he goes up. He brings everything up by its base value, which base values are posted right there. So if you had the credit card, you had this beetle, you just start buying everything that's cost 1 or 2, and you just destroy it like I did earlier for this guy. You do the exact same process, except you have this thing up, and it gets out of hand pretty quick. So there's a Virago. So, well, that's the other one. That's not the one you need for that process. Excuse me. So I got another spot, right? Do I? No, I don't, because I'm going to put that away. And right now I'm just recharging my clock. I always buy those because that's 3 free rerolls. I always buy those because free tickets. Doesn't cost you anything. I don't need the phone anymore. This thing would be nice to have, but I don't necessarily have room for it unless I get rid of this thing. Um, I don't. Yeah, it's not. I don't need it. It'd probably be good to have that, but this thing's not too bad. Whenever you see at least one pattern, 4+ symbols during a spin, increase patterns by their base value until the end of the round. So that's the end of your spins. So you got 7 spins. You do that on the first round. It'll increase the value of all your stuff by that value until the end of that. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so I think we just unlocked yeah, we did it. So now we got to put this away. We can have up to 12 charms on table. This thing's also kind of nice for the first couple rounds because it's cheap. Only costs 1. So it's kind of nice to have on the first couple. Who's... sorry, I got someone texting me. What time is it? 12:30? Damn. I didn't plan on playing this long. Anyway, so this thing is kind of cool because luck +5 if you have no reward for 2 spins. In the first couple rounds, man, that thing actually kind of puts in work because it does luck +5 on the third spin if you have no if you're just throwing bricks, and then if it does it again, then it gives you +2 luck for the next one if it fails the third time, and then if it fails fourth time, it ends up with +9 luck, and eventually it'll just it'll give you something. So it guarantees that you're going to get something. I don't know why I'm still rolling. I don't need to. I need to put up. Oh, he's up here. Okay, nuclear button's up here. So now,
Let's go gambling.
oh, that was too many times on the clock. But we got 6 rounds left of this now. And we're at 65% on the chess. Yeah, I was trying to show you how to play, man, how I play it, how, I get through this. This thing's pretty much broken at this point. I mean, the game's broken. It's so broken. It's just, if you want to play like long term and you want to keep going after you get the key, eventually it's still not going to be enough. Yeah, just give me a second. I'll finish out the game and I'll show you what it looks like in the special ending. But just showing you how out of hand this can get. Oh wait, I don't need to put them in a drawer. Yeah, that's right. We don't need to. Okay, so red phone call. I got 6 more rounds of this. I can keep going, but I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna finish this out. All right, so we answer the phone. That's what happens, right? So we got all the 666s crossed out. Now it's 999. And you answer the phone, and now it's a white phone, which gives you some interesting stuff like the symbol multiplier +3. That could be huge if you're not using anything with symbol multipliers. You double the value of all patterns with 4+ symbol. Like I said, anything double is usually really good. But I haven't really gotten much out of that, so it's not going to do that much. Modify all lucky charms in the store, then make one free. That's kind of cool. It'll make all these like glow and have some special effect and stuff. Let's see what's in the drawers real quick. So it'll be like that, right? So that gets +3 when deadline ends. Stuff like that. That's what it does. That's a fail. The trains are always fail. So like trains are all based off fail. So increase symbols by their base value permanently. The previous 3 had no reward. So it's like, yeah, you you kind of have to fail a lot to get those to work, and I've never really had good luck with those. But the cool thing about this, I'll show you. This is a good one, right? All equipped lucky charms triggered by the red button take one less charge to restore permanently. Now, if you had the megaphone and the barathrum, you could take these down to where they only take one charge. And so every round they will just keep going. And if you want to get a stupid crazy like set going, you just get these down to one, and then you get the little battery dude, and every time you get a battery, they reset. And during your spin, you'll keep resetting them over and over and over and over and over again. So that's why, I've had rounds where I've gotten like this to like 26 or something stupid, where it's insane. And you can see that in the link that I sent you. Of that. So I'm not going to do that now though, because I don't have the megaphone, I don't have the barathrum. But what I want to show you is, I'll reroll this, because there's something special this gives you. There's pattern multiplier. Again, that's a hard one to get up, so that's not too bad. Double the value of all patterns with three or less symbols is nice also. But patterns trigger one more time permanently. That is awesome, especially if you could like double and triple that. It's freaking amazing. That's not what I'm doing. This is what I want. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is how you unlock. You're going to see on your list here, you're going to see certain things that are blacked out. And it's going to be all this stuff right here. Starts with this right here, Angel's Hand, and it goes up from there. These are all going to be, they're all going to be dark to you, and you're not going to know how to unlock them because it's not going to tell you how to unlock them. And that's how you unlock them right there, is you get them from this. Spawn a sacred lucky charm on the table, then half your coins. So that's how you unlock the special ones. Now, if I get lucky enough to find a megaphone or not that one. I need the one that's a plus symbol. I don't need that. I always want to take that damn battery because usually I need them, but yeah, I don't need them right now. Let's see, that'll respin. That'll give me a respin. That'll give me a respin because that wasn't the one I needed. Respin, 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 respin. Okay, it's getting expensive there. It does not want to give me what I want. This whole time it is not giving me what I wanted. I've had to fight to get everything I wanted out of this game. This is crazy. There it is. There's Bullhorn. Okay, costs 9, so it's expensive, but it's fine. We need to put this away. Okay. We need to kill a bunch of this stuff. And you want to make sure when you finish the game, you always have these drawers filled. You always want to have the drawers filled when the game ends. Okay, so Bullhorn. The problem is once I do this Bullhorn, it's gonna. You'll see what happens. I'll show you. And let me get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of these because I need to have some space here. And so I'm at 10 of 11, so that should be good. Nope. Oh, dude, I didn't need that, but that's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's all good, dude. Here, I'm going to put this up then. Because I just botched the thing I needed. Anyway, so now that I have the Bullhorn, this is going to spawn 2 of these, right? So you're going to see I have this now. Whenever you score an eye pattern, you earn all, again, all coins earned from every 999 during the run. The 999s give you all the money you earn during that spin session. Every time you score 999, apply a random trait to all lucky charms on the table. That gets nutty. Um, and again, what we're okay. We're already done there, so we don't need to do that. So I'll show you if I can
Let's go
pull it off. The problem is it deletes what you already have and it puts new stuff on them. So like I have my dude down here that's got the green glow on them and stuff. It'll change that to something else if I do a 999, and I can't put anything else up here to help me get the 999. So I just have to hope it rolls it. Oh, and then also, so you look at this key turned white, and that's how you know you have the heavenly key or whatever it is. I think that's what it's supposed to be. That's not what people call it online, but they say the secret ending, I guess is what they call it. But yeah, it's that key turns white once you get the 999s. And you no longer have 666s, so like it doesn't take your money, instead it gives it to you. It gives you money. And I think it gives you as much as you've made already during that spin cycle thing, that round. All right, so we're done with this one. So see, I only need 125,000 and the game's over for the most part. And this is a normal phone now because I didn't get a 666 or a 999. So this is just a normal phone call. So this is nothing special. I could probably recharge everything just for the hell of it. I don't really need to do that though, because I can just do that. And I recharge everything that way. So I don't think I need to do that. There's treasure chests manifest more often, so we'll do that. I don't know if the megaphone's still up there, so now treasure chests are at a base of 32. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. What was I doing? I just totally lost my train of thought here. Okay, everything's charged, so we're good.
Let's go gambling.
Again, I can quit out anytime. The game's over. I'd like to get a 999 just to see that charm proc off, but well, here, I'll just show you what happens. So that's basically, so this is what'll happen. You finish the game. I don't know if you finished it yet. Like, I don't know if you finished it at all. But when you finish the game, this is kind of what happens, except you'll see the key will be red. So you grab the key, make sure all the drawers are filled, which they should be because I just finished the round. I got all the bones up there, so everything should be filled. And I really don't care what's in them. I don't really need to, you don't need to pick any of this, right? Because you're done. You can get out the door right now. So you look at this. This is 43. You go out the door. And there's everything I've used throughout this nonsense. Which one of those I didn't use, so I don't know. I don't understand that, but whatever. And when you do this, like when you don't do the special ending, this will look a little different. This thing will be a slot machine instead of this control panel. And see, there's room 43. Just got out of 43. 40, 41, 42. So you realize there's like tons of people that are locked up in this thing doing the exact same thing. At least that's the idea. They hit this thing, which like on a normal game, it'll be just a slot machine. And he'll say that, let's go gambling. And then this will be dark. I don't think it does the clouds. It does like just, I think, a dark screen. Shows the credits. But that's how you finish that out. And so we were on level 43, so now you look at this screen right here. And the cool thing about this screen is even if you save it mid-game and you start playing, it shows you pretty much what your setup looks like. So we're in room 44. We're hanging above the room, and this is the room we're going to be in. And I can see right now that the mask is going to be one of our charms, because I could see that. I see all the drawers are red down there and shaking, so I have all my bones in the drawers. And if you quit mid-game and you come back, you'll see all the same charms that you're collecting, you know, sitting up on those, sitting up on the desk there. And see me, I'm just going through these cards, just trying to get them all completed again. So I've got them all to 4 already. I beat all of them 4 times. A couple of them I did a couple times just because I liked them. But yeah, so now I'm just going through them again, trying to get them all up to 5 now. For the rest of the run, whenever the deadline ends, if you have 6 or more charms equipped, discard 1 at random, then game 2 from your restocks at the store. This one's tough. I don't like this one. And I usually play everything in normal mode because I just don't. Oh, dude, I don't have the skull. It looked like the skull was in one of those. Well, that sucks. Okay, that was a misnomer. Anyway, so I got all those out there. I'm tempted to buy that, but so usually like these records are pretty good to start with because you're guaranteed after 7 spins to get the zig and the zag pattern, which will pretty much get you through the first couple rounds easily. We could probably buy that and then re-roll because you have enough to re-roll once in the first round and you don't want to re-roll any more than that. You can put your money in there if you want. Put that in a drawer for now because I don't need it. I don't want to accidentally hit that button. So on the 7th spin, I'll automatically get a zig and a zag. So even if I hit nothing through this whole thing, which I just did, but on the 7th spin, I'll get the zig and zag. There it is. So there you go. Like, not bad, right? 41 out of 90. With you started at 33, or 30, so it's not bad. But ideally, what you want is you want to try and get the skull as fast as possible because the skull will fill up all these drawers. And skull usually only costs 1 unless he's got a modifier on him. Then he's 2. But that's not a bad one either. Every 7 spins, 7 luck. The problem is if you get this record and you have this record, they'll override each other. Now you want, okay, so here's another thing that somebody showed me in the chat one day. When you go to settings, go to accessibility and go to, wait, is it accessibility? No. Where is it at? Game and inputs? Yeah, game and input. So transition speed, do this to 4 because otherwise you're going to go nuts, dude. Because you're going to be, when you have it at 1, it's really slow. When you have it at 4, everything's sped up. So like, I'll show you what it looks like. Mainly for jackpots and stuff like that. See, that's normal speed, right? And when you have it at 4, dude, it goes way faster. Shut up. Okay, so change that back to 4. We can actually finish this round out, honestly. Let's see. I get up to the point where it's a crown and use the rest of my money. There's a skull. So that's clutch, but I just screwed up. And I screwed up because I could have taken that. And I would have had 4 instead of 1. But oh well. Whatever. I would have had 3 instead of 1. But it's fine. It's all gonna be good. That was definitely a misplay, but we'll get 4 tickets anyway, so who cares? And the negative modifier on this thing is if I have 6 or more charms up here, it'll discard 1 every round, and it's at random. So that can get kind of scary. Okay, we got bells. That's junk. And then there's our recharger. So right now we have bells, and these gold ones are sometimes hard to find. They don't always show up in the store very easily. But we have clovers up here. I don't like that. Charm space by 1 is something we could do. I think I want to buy the recharger, even though this may screw me all up. We don't need this yet for another couple rounds. I'm going to take that just because that's actually very good at low rounds. And I think I'm going to spin with that.
Let's go.
And I'm going to hope to get the bells done. And the reason this gets tough is because, like, I can't answer the red phone, so I can't get any help from the red phones. And that makes things a little difficult. And see, I may fail on this, to be honest with you. It looks like this is a failure run. I think I'm going to have to take that just because I need something. Because neither of those are any good right now. And I only have 1 ticket to spend, which doesn't help me up on this board right now. Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
And if you do fail, there's a huge scramble at the end to try and get all your charms in the doors. And you're probably going to see what that looks like right now, because I think this is a failure. No, got 1 more round. So I may make it. I may make it. We'll see. But you do have barely enough time to start putting these in the drawers real quick. I'm playing with a controller, so I don't know what it's like doing it with the keyboard and stuff, but damn, none of those help me. I mean, I could work it with that. So I could do those 2 together. That would probably be okay. Let's put our money in for the interest. So now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this thing to trigger. When that triggers, I want to hit the button to trigger that to give it 8 luck instead of 4.
Let's go.
There it is. Okay, so that thing triggered. So the next round should have 4 luck, and then that should add 4 to it. So that'd be 8 luck on this round. which didn't do anything, which was pointless. I made it. Yeah, I did make it. Barely, but I made it. Okay, so should we finish it out? We got 7 charms on the table, which means 1 is going to get nuked. Is there anything I need to keep? I think that thing. Yeah, I think that thing. It's going to get rid of one of these charms, but I really don't care. Okay, got rid of that. All right. That thing's junk anyway, so who cares? So that's a red call. Not going to answer the red call because, again, I want to get that up to 45 now. Okay, this is not bad. What this guy does is every time you he raises the value of a symbol permanently anytime when you trigger him, because he's triggered by the red button. Anytime you score something with those symbols, when he's triggered, he'll raise the value of those. I could have got rid of this. I didn't really need to hold on to that. I don't really need that up there. That was probably another misplay, but that's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I'll put that up just for the hell of it. It's unnecessary right now, but it's fine. Let's see. Bells. There's chests. We're not doing chests. We're doing bells, I believe, but that's not bells. That's actually something else. This thing's not too bad normally, but this guy's okay for like low rounds, but again, he does oh no, he does golden multiplier. Yeah, he's actually pretty good, but the problem is you have to skip rounds to get to him to raise it up, so it's only 3% chance. He does the exact same thing that this does for bells. So if I'm going to stay with bells, I don't need him. If I'm going to go to anything else, he's probably really good, and that's not going to help me. So this is ugly. Not gonna lie, this ain't looking good. Let's see, that is that. So may as well do him. Oh, okay. Okay, so now 7s will increase. So 7s are worth more, which doesn't help me at all. There's bells, so bells will increase now. I don't know, man. 7s are looking pretty nice. So now I could recharge that. This gives you an extra round, but it's expensive. It's 5 tickets. So if you don't have a ticket generator, it's not all that worthwhile. That thing's pretty good. Brought up the bells. So that's nice. Now what we can do is we can make this another one. We can recharge that. So we got that to roll and we got that to roll. So that should increase the bell symbols.
Let's go gambling.
And I like bells and clovers. I always like bells and clovers. Okay, so it's gonna bring bells up quite a bit, so that's good. And then see all the patterns went up, but that's temporary because of this thing. This thing increases the patterns when whenever you roll 4 or more, but it's only for the round that you're spinning. So it's good, but it's not great. It'll get you through a couple rounds, but eventually it's gonna not be worth much. Okay, so we're there. We're done with that. We are in round 3, so we do need to get a 666 for the next round. This is bells that have tickets. Now these are good too, since we're doing bells. That's a good thing to have because that'll. I don't need to get that little dude out now with that. I usually don't use the interest all that much because interest, after a while, it's kind of pointless. Um, the problem is I have 8 charms now, so I need to have spots in the drawers for everything I want to keep. And yeah, otherwise I'm gonna start having problems. We could probably get rid of this thing because I think we're outgrowing this. This is just for the first couple rounds. I usually keep these. This thing's not bad, so we'll keep that for at least the rolls on this. So we need to do the phone. I should probably recharge everything. Oh, I don't have enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough to recharge everything. I need 4 more, and I'm not gonna have that kind of money. I'll do it one more time though. And then what we'll do is should I do 2 spins? And do 2 spins or 3? Nah, we'll do the max because we gotta do the phone. We gotta lose some money. So I gotta hit something. Okay, right there. So we'll lose that. And the reason you put all your money in till you get to the point where you can do the finish the round out is because the interest will usually get you, like the interest right there is 55. That'll get me all the way up to that 832 so we can finish the round out, even if we roll the 666 and we don't get anything else here. We get all our money taken away. I don't know why that triggers. For some weird reason that likes to trigger on 666s. I think it's broken. I seriously think that thing's broken. I think there's a lot of things that are broken in this game that I've run into here and there. Okay, so here we go. So red call, right? Red call? Yeah, red call. So we should have another red call. Oh, it killed my bell. Oh well, whatever. Whatever, it'll be fine. Misplay, but it'll be fine. Okay, so there's a cardboard house. This is okay. So here's your pattern, right? I need both of these. Let's see if I can get to where I can afford both right now. Again, this thing's good for the first couple rounds, but I think we're past that point. Holy Bible's okay, but I don't really care about that. I've only used that once. So I need 5 total for this to work. We can just do a. I can't restock. Oh, I can't recharge. Yeah, we're stuck. Okay, well, we got to play one. Let's put our money in.
Let's go gambling.
Okay, that's gonna do that. I don't want to do that yet. Actually, yeah, because I'll be able to recharge it, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we got 5, so we can do it. So here's how these work, right? So this, whenever you buy this, doesn't take space, it bans it. So put that up there. And so that's there. Now what's going to happen is we're going to buy this, and it's going to up this by 1. So it's going to go up to 9 charms. Right, so that's at 9 charms. Now we're going to get rid of this thing, and we're going to throw this away. And now we're at 10 charms. So that's how that works. That's that little gimmick right there. I could still use him. I don't know if I got enough to do it though. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that right there. Not in a drawer because I don't need that right now. Oops.
Let's go gambling.
Okay, tickets are good. Tickets are definitely good. Okay. That was kind of weak. Honestly, this is getting scary close to failure. This is very close to failure. It's a little nerve-wracking. Especially because I do kind of want to roll that. I want another 666. But this is scary close to failure. So I don't know if that's a good idea. And I don't have money for that. Damn. All right, well, let's see what happens. We'll not do the 666 in this run. Or on this round. Oh, you're gonna see me have to dash to get everything in the drawers, man. Yep, I didn't make it. Didn't make it. Failure. There's a fail run. All right, so then a drawer, then a drawer, then a drawer, and I think that's all I need. Yeah, that's all of them. I didn't help myself because I got rid. I accidentally deleted that one. I let it delete that one charm, and that really screwed me. Now this sucks. I can already tell you this round's gonna suck because I want to buy that really hard, dude. I want that so bad, but I think I'm gonna have to buy that and hope that that gets me through the rounds. Probably should have bought. No, that's trash. That's hot trash. I'm gonna have to hope that this works.
Let's go gambling.
And it did. Cool. All right, so that finished the round out, basically. Yeah, we're done there. So that's cool. I can't buy that yet, but what I can do now is I can do a 3-spin. Let's put this up to max. Okay. I can do a 3-spin. It'll give me 2 tickets. So
Let's go gambling.
because I don't need the money, so I don't care right now. And nothing's being upgraded by me spinning, so it doesn't really matter to me if I get, anything out of that or not. That was just to get the ticket so I can buy this. And then re-roll, and then perfect. That's what I want. That's exactly what I wanted. So this is a lucky-ass round, man, because this is... The only other thing I could buy that would be kind of cool to have, but... The pepper might sell for one. I think it does. I don't know if I want to get rid of it, though. It's got 5 more activations on it. This thing gives me luck of 7 on the first spin. Let me get rid of that pepper. Take this. And I could go to the next round, right? So I got all this. I got the skull. Yep. So go to the next round, and all these are filled. So this is why I take clovers and bells, is because of this thing right here, the AA batteries. That's why I love clovers and bells. That thing is kind of trash. I'm gonna put all this up for now. Let's see what this is. This is sevens. Oh man, sevens are horrible. Oh my god, sevens. I don't want to do sevens. I hate doing sevens. Sevens are terrible. Because sevens have the lowest, like 7%. So you're starting at 7%. So if I would get that, it would bring it up to like 11%. It'd still be lower than the cherries and the lemon. So the sevens are really hard to get up. I've done it, but they're not fun to play. I'm just gonna roll to get some money. The horsey will. I could either get a ticket out of him or I can get a jackpot out of him. And I think we're gonna do the jackpot, but this will fuck it up if they hit on the same round. So we'll see what happens. This thing here, this is gonna re-roll because of this dice right here. That re-rolls the shop automatically.
Let's go gambling.
So the horse hits on the 7th round. It's not gonna work. Okay, there we go. As long as he doesn't hit on the 7th round, we're good. If he would have hit on the 7th, we would have been screwed. Okay, all that craziness, it re-rolled the shop. So we can do that automatically. I don't usually take megaphones because I don't answer a lot of phones. But, dude, this is so bad. It's so bad. That's so bad. I don't want that. I don't want any of those. That's horrible. Okay, so we're gonna get 8 tickets. But man, we're not doing. This ain't looking good. This is looking horrible. Oh, my cat's pissed. What's up, Java? What you doing, man? I'll take that. I'll take that. And we're basically just running off luck at this point. I guess, dude. That doesn't mean anything to me. At least I put it on that, so that's cool. So it'll give me a symbol multiplier to start with. That'll help in the low rounds, but I'm not happy about this. And it got rid of it. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. I think we just totally botched this entire thing. Trigger randomly activate. I'm good with that. So this is okay. These cards are okay. They're not great, but they do help a little bit if you can get the patterns to fucking hit. But eventually you get rid of those too. So we can do chess, I guess. I think the best thing I got going right now is chess, just because I have this and I have that. I think my cat's pissed at me. And may as well put that up. He's doing Inference Manifest more often, but he's a 666 chance plus 3. Some multiplier 5 is good, but nah. I'm good, man. We're doing a lot of luck right now, so that might not actually be bad, but I don't think so. So there's the Barathrum. That's if we want to answer the phone. Double up the phone stuff. Man, this is an ugly setup because all these are at base values. That's horrible.
Let's go gambling.
See, that just up the symbol multiplier, which is nice. Okay, so that card is upping the diamonds and the chest, which is nice. But I have no way of upping the percentage on them yet, so that's a problem. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, I forgot I still have that damn dice. Yeah, this ain't looking good. Like 8 for the current spin. For we skipped around. No. Am I doing bells? I'm not doing bells. Nah, not doing those. And this is red, right? Yeah, it's red. Okay.
Let's go gambling.
I got an angry cat looking at me. Okay, well, tickets. Tickets are great. It loves give me that 666, man. It wants to give it to me. Dude, are you kidding me? So there's another fail round, right? I got 1 round left. Took all my money on that last spin. That sucks. That's horrible. Yeah, we can't do that. That's horrible. That's really horrible. That hurts. Oh, and I can't do it. Oh, and I only got. Oh, yeah, I botched this. Okay, we're done. We're completely done, dude. We're toast. I only got 1 spin because I spent all my
Let's
money.
go gambling.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can take off. I just I wanted to show you how to kind of just generally how to play. Yeah, I just want to show you how to kind of play the game, how to kind of get through some of this stuff. That was a bad round. That was a horrible round. I may play one more and then I'll probably get off of this thing. I didn't plan on really playing this long at all. I really didn't plan on playing it at all. But I wanted to come on and show you how to kind of get through it. Some of the ideas how this works. But I want to get that number to 100 because I'm curious to see if there's a 3rd digit up there. So when you start, there's only 2 digits. So I want to see what happens when you get a 3rd digit if it breaks the game completely. Okay, looks like another rough game. A raw dog the first round. Yeah, you get used to it. Like you just, like I said, just mess around with it. As you see the charms, kind of read what they do, and you kind of figure it out. Once you understand that, like especially luck, you know, when luck is let's see, I kind of want that thing, but I don't know if I'll be able to afford that thing. I don't know if I'm going to survive long enough to get that thing. But like luck, you know, you want luck at 16 to get the jackpots. You know, luck 4 doesn't do much for you, so luck 4 is not really a big deal. You know, but yeah, and then you know, and then like I said, you just kind of try and up the values of everything. And if you can up your pattern values and you can up your symbol values and then up the percentage on them, you're pretty much gold, dude. You're done. The game's over. Yeah, and then like I said, and then eventually you get to like you try to get the crazy ending on them. And yeah, and then once you get to the crazy ending, it's kind of it's another challenge level of this whole thing.
Let's go gambling.
Again, the bad thing about this one here that I'm playing is that if I fail right here, I'm screwed because I got nothing in the drawers. So when I restart, I'm not going to have any like skeleton parts. Yeah, so I'm not. So I got to roll 666s on the next one to get the skeleton parts, and rolling it out 4 times is very difficult. But all I can really do is put this in a drawer. I'll start off with one part next time. All right, man. Talk to you later, bro. I think, like I said, I think I'm done with this too. Yeah, that was the last round I'm gonna play for now. Oops. That. In order to quit out, and that's what kills me. In order to quit out, you have to actually start a game, because otherwise you can't reach this. All right, man. You have a good night. I'm gonna run the outro and get the hell out of here.